The present perfect. This is one of the most difficult lessons for many students. One reason is that they do not have this tense in their own language. Another is because they met a bad teacher who didn't explain it clearly enough to them. We hope that this lesson will make up for that. So make sure you finish this video, and before you forget, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more English lessons. Now, let's begin. In general, we use this tense to talk about the present situation in connection to a past action. This is also called current relevance, which indicates that a past action has relevance to the present. We do not use this with finished time expressions such as yesterday, last night, and 2 hours ago, because these time expressions are not connected to the present time. In the present perfect, you are thinking about both the past and the present. The action happened before now, at some unspecified time in the past. I've made some porridge. Would you like some while it's still hot? In this sentence, the action I did happened in the past, but you don't know exactly when. The focus of the sentence is not on the verb, but the effect or connection of the verb to the present. In our example, it means that there's some porridge that was cooked in the past which the listener can eat right now. From the basics, let's now talk about the 5 functions of the present perfect. The first one is called the continuative present perfect. In this function, the situation is still true or still happening at the moment. The action still continues. We often use the words for and since in this function. The emphasis of this is on how long the action has been going on up to the present. Let's take a look at some examples. I have taught English since 2010, and I still don't know every single English word. I've known Peter for 7 years. I've already taught 11 students today. In all of these examples, the action started sometime in the past and is still ongoing, and you can somehow measure how long it has been going on. The next function is the present perfect of the recent past. Expressions like just and recently and already are used in this function. The action or situation is still new or fresh. For example, I've just spoken with the president and he has agreed to my proposal. This is also often used in news reports to give the impression that they are giving the latest news updates. Let's now look at the third function. The third one is a result-focused present perfect. The emphasis of this is on the result of the action. For example, I have decided to make more English videos. The result here is my decision. She has written a masterpiece. The result here is the masterpiece. I've met a lot of wonderful people since I've moved to this town. The result here is a lot of friends. Oil prices have increased by 15%. The result here is the 15% increase. For students who are listening, you can simply say, I have passed the test. That's a very good result. Moving on to the fourth function. From result-focused, let's go to the experience-focused function. If you are talking about your experiences, the present perfect is the perfect tense to use. We often use this tense to talk about experiences that include the past and extend up to now. You will often hear the words ever, never, and yet in this function. Let's look at some examples. Have you ever read this book? I've never ridden an alligator. I haven't talked to him yet. You can also use it to talk about repeated experiences. Here are some examples. I've seen that movie before. I have visited the museum many times. Now think about your own experiences and try to write down your own 5 present perfect sentences. The last function is when we use the present perfect with a future reference. The structure of the clause is present perfect, but it has a future meaning. Look at these examples. After the newlywed has arrived, we will start serving the meals. This function can also use the present simple form with a similar meaning. After the newlywed arrives, we will start serving the meals. And those are the 5 easy functions of the present perfect: the continuative present perfect, the present perfect of the recent past, the result-focused present perfect, the experience-focused present perfect, and the present perfect for the future. You may still make some mistakes when you try to use it, but practice will help you become a better language user. Who knows? Maybe even an almost perfect English speaker.